Pressure from Sibes. Bailey latches onto it, and immediately the Shamrock Rovers players get behind the man in possession. The supporters too trying to lift their team to greater efforts here.
Robert David there, he'd have hit a better pass before that, but that is not the right tactic there to expect Gary Twigg to chase stuff down the flank there. You're actually just looking for a relief ball by doing that. They've got to have the confidence, to have the composure to hold it in the middle third.
Juventus, one of the great brands in world football. Their star may have waned in recent years, but it's a club with a very rich pedigree. 27 Serie A titles, not to mention 2 European Cups as well, 3 UEFA Cups and a Cup Winners' Cup. So a history littered with success. Here's De Celia, Sissoko, Diego, Brazilian who loves to get on the ball. Sissoko trying to pick him out with the return ball, broken up by Stephen Rice, the chairman of the PFAI, the players' professional body. Anna's clearance is a little wayward, but kept in play, knows the decision despite the best efforts of Chambers. James Chambers, one of Michael O'Neill's very shrewd signings. Started off at Shelbourne as a 17-year-old, down to Monaghan United and Drogheda, before being picked up by O'Neill and Shamrock Rovers. Juve trying to build once again, but their momentum is broken up. Just over 10 minutes gone at Tallaght Stadium, and Shamrock Rovers a goal behind. Amari with that early strike. Diego gets in a shot, deflects off Price, but it breaks to Lanza Fame inside the Hoots penalty area. A left-footed effort, always screwing away off target off his left boot. They've got the corner kick here, took a deflection en route.
Yeah, Diego there, that was led up to that. He was allowed too much space there, you know. There was nobody came to close him down. He was allowed a free shot actually before that ball came across. So Shamrock Rovers, they can't afford to back off in situations like that.
Juventus corner to be taken by Diego. Plays it short and gets the return ball swept in by Diego. Headed away by Chambers. Here's Gary Twigg back defending that corner kick. Now Dan Murray, plenty of European experience in his days at Cork City. Lanza Fame, he switched across to the right-hand side. Under pressure from Tommy Stewart and all the way back to Storari. Bonucci, member of the Italian World Cup squad, but didn't figure in South Africa at all, unused substitute.
Yeah, Juventus, they have that flexibility to be able to say Diego is just floating out the left wing here. With that, now we've got Pepe coming out here and Safami going across the right-hand side, but they do it sort of, they do it so fluently.
Stephen Rice tangling for possession with Diego. Sissoko, now Motta. And Sissoko, now Marchisio. And De Celia, the left back, and Diego, who's covered a fair amount of ground so far. And that touch was not his best.
What Shamrock Rovers have not managed to do, and I think they have been knocked back a bit because of that goal, is to get any sort of a build-up play in the middle third. And that's so important in these European games. There's no point in just hitting it up to Gary Twigg against defenders of the caliber of Chiellini and Bonucci.
Just saw a shot there of Luigi Del Neri. His first competitive game in charge, and potentially a banana skin for Juventus, but so far it's going well for them. That early goal will have settled any pre-match nerves. Roger, I'm sure, delighted with the way his side has started this game so far. De Celia. Return from Pepe. Chiellini. Bonucci striding forward. Put up by Dan Murray. Marchisio. De Celia. Chiellini going square for Bonucci. out by Stevens. Shamrock Rovers players appealing for a high challenge by Motta. Free kick though awarded to Juventus.
You know, there's a pattern developing in this game that, you know, Shamrock Rovers are actually they're allowing Juventus to have a lot of easy possession, like saying, you know, okay, midway, halfway the pitch, and they're backing, the back line is just backing up, and instead of sort of, okay, look at squeezing up and giving the midfield players a chance to get a bite. Once the defenders are lying back, the midfield players haven't got a chance to get in close to the Juve players.
Well, Diego to take the free kick, Pepe and Chiellini inside the Shamrock Rovers penalty area. The Hoops already a goal down, they can ill afford to concede another. Delivery from Diego towards the back post, and it's a free header for Pepe coming in. Couldn't direct his effort onto the target though.
Yeah, it was a bad header actually, because it worked a dream. He was there free at the back post, and it was a pathetic effort actually. Should have headed it back across the goal, but one from the training ground.
Price. Chiellini across from the middle. It's there for Stewart. Now Sissoko.
Well, Shamrock Rovers there, they tried a different tactic, you know. Chris Turner made the run to try and get in. It was a good run, but I'm not so sure it's, you know, be poor defenders that don't track them there. They've got to have the confidence to use that five they've got in midfield.
Here's Lanzafame. Really in close attention. Now Sissoko. Layoff from Pepe to Motta. Pepe to De Celia. Need chest control and gets the return from Lanzafame. Good run from the left back, but it's broken up by Chambers here. Twig wanted it rolled short. Chiellini with plenty of time to play it square to Bonucci. You just feel like Juve are pretty comfortable at the moment.
Well, you see, I mean, this situation here, in this area here, the middle third, they've just been given too much space. They can pick it, they can knock it around all day long. I mean, they've got their away goal.
Sissoko. Return ball from Marchisio. Pepe. Motta getting forward. Amari in advanced position, as you'd expect. Marchisio. Closely watched by Bailey. So much time on the ball at the moment. Chiellini picks out De Celia. Now Lanzafame through the legs of Cives, but Dan Murray got there. Forward from Rice, the layoff from Chambers. Now Craig Cives, the man from Edinburgh. That's rather loose. Very slack, giving it straight to Diego. And the Hoops could be in trouble here. That effort almost hit the corner flag.
Yeah, that is the dilemma that Shamrock Rovers face there, you know. Good example there, Craig Cives. He turns out he's wanting to keep possession. But, you know, he gives it straight to Pepe there, you know, and just actually a bad shot actually. That was a bit of rustiness there, match rustiness showing there.
With the goal kick, Shamrock Rovers, of course, no strangers to Europe. Down through the years, they've taken on the likes of Manchester United. Famously played the Busby Bays back in '57. Also played Bayern Munich almost to beat them in 1966, a team that included Gerd Müller. Also played at Cardiff City, Rapid Vienna, Real Zaragoza as well down through the years. So we have a rich tradition when it comes to playing in Europe. This is a very big night for the club that so far hasn't gone according to the dream plan. Pepe in a wide position for Juve. Here's Amari, the goal scorer. Now De Celia. Lanzafame. Marchisio. Again, Bailey closely snapping at his heels. Sissoko. Diego. Marchisio once again. Rovers trying to wrestle possession of the ball back. Cives manages to get ahead to it, concedes the throw-in. Craig Cives, like Gary Twig, one of the players who followed Michael O'Neill from Scotland. O'Neill's had previous managerial experience in charge of Brecon City. former Northern Ireland international, Luigi Del Neri. He's had plenty of managerial experience, 18 different jobs in management. Had a wonderful season with Sampdoria in Serie A in the last campaign, guiding them to 4th. And as a result, he's been entrusted with the job of restoring Juve's fortunes. Cévez under pressure from Lanzafame.
I see Cévez there, he sort of said, hey, there's nobody to give it to in midfield there. You know, I see Robert Bailey is actually in a bit of space there, but it's having the confidence to wrap it into their feet and say, okay, fine, we're going to build from there. You know, the problem they have is that, you know, Juventus have got so much possession. You know, they're laying back because they are afraid of Juventus being very, very smart about it, that, okay, they can play the long one as well if the defender's in the wrong position. So they've got to push up and then be sure that they give themselves that little 5 yards if they're afraid of the pace.
To be very sharp because they almost gifted it to Amari, who almost nipped in. Here's to Celia. Under pressure from Craig Cévez. That's the kind of battling qualities that the Shamrock Rovers fans want to see from their team here. Murray's long ball.
Now, I was making the point about, you know, Shamrock Rovers have got to try and get into a position to try and get some set pieces. We know that's what got them through against Uda, and they nearly got something from the corner kick that they did earn, but it would seem so far that's the only way.
Well, they certainly showed great character to come back against Bnei Yehuda here a fortnight ago. They trailed a late equaliser from Bailey, and they had something to take to Tel Aviv, and Stewart got the all-important goal. Hoops with more defending to do here. A Maori. The free kick awarded in favour of Shamrock Rovers as Chris Turner went down on the ball. Amari not too happy with the decision of Fernandez Borbalon from Spain.
Well, it was a blatant touch there from Amari there as that ball came in down from the air.
Murray. Now Chris Turner. And Stevens. No shortage of fight and bite in the Shamrock Rovers midfield with the likes of Turner, Price and Bailey around. Forward from Cévez, all over the top. Again, too much on it, and Marco Storari comes from his goal line to gather.
Robert Bailey annoyed that the ball wasn't hit further out towards the touchline to give him a little bit of space to run onto.
De Celia. Lanzafame. Tracked by James Chambers. De Celia continued his run, and Cévez happy to knock the ball out of play at the expense of a corner kick. And once again, Diego will be the architect for Juve. The best laid plans for Michael O'Neill going out the window. That early goal scored by Amari. Juve looking for a second, which would all but settle the tie, you'd have to say. Nana stretching, and Nana's gathering superbly.
Yeah, excellent goalkeeping there. Stretching all the way and a good clean catch. No, he was a bit unlucky actually. He did the right thing for the goal, that is McManus, that is Alan Manus, but it just trickled past him, and at one stage it looked like he was going to hit the post, or maybe it just was unfortunate, made it in past the line and into the net.
Just crept over the line. Here go Juve, pressing for the second. De Celia's cross cut up by Dan Murray. Now can Shamrock Rovers break at pace here? It's with Chambers, only twig forward, and Cellini returns it with interest.
Now, I think Robert Bailey is really frustrated there, because Chambers is no good in just trying to hit Twig all the time, because I mean he's one against the two defenders there, and it was red. I mean his interception by Cellini there, it really, and there was 4 green and white shirts to his left hand side there, Chambers, on that particular occasion. They've got to use them, have the confidence to do it.
Chambers and Lanzafame both missed it, but Chambers is there to pick up the loose ball. Twig in support, so too Bailey here. Couldn't return it for Chambers, and Marchisio nipped in. Now Diego. Juve getting plenty of bodies forward at pace here. Motta And Pepe out right. Here's Pepe. Mota continues his run. Can he deliver the cross? No is the answer, but he's managed to glean a corner kick for his side. Off Tommy Stewart, who's got back to defend, tracking back as he had to.
Yeah, Tommy Stewart does. I mean, he hasn't been in this game at all there, but he hasn't forgot his defensive duties there, working hard to concede the corner.
Which is swept in, away by Chambers. Stewart, like all of the Shamrock Rovers players, has plenty of friends and family here. There's a family have travelled down from Craigavon in Armagh. Shamrock Rovers with Juve posing all the questions at the moment. Sissoko hustled and harried by Bailey. That's what the Shamrock Rovers supporters want to see. Just trying to G their team up at the moment. Here's Collini. Marchisio. So much class on the Juve side. Diego trying to pick out Pepe, but he rather sold him short with that one, and Enda Stevens easily collected possession now. Gary Twigg, but it's been a thankless task so far for Gary Twigg in that out-and-out striking role. Juve with plenty of bodies back to snuff out the danger.
The defenders are reading it, you know. Shamrock Rovers are being that predictable. The defenders are anticipating where the ball is going to be played, and they're just picking it up pretty easy.
There's Amari trying to give Dan Murray the slip. The man from Cambridge was wise